So, hey, what's up, everyone? I just want to talk about my experience with learning to play Rocket League recently because I was going to make a video called 100 Hours of Training to see what happens. And what happened was I sucked. Honestly, the slowest I've ever played Rocket League because what I did was I went into free play, I did mechanics training for 100 hours and played precisely 0 games of Rocket League for that 100 hours. And when I came back, it was the slowest I've been playing since I was like gold or plat. It was actually insane. This 100 hours of training was how I was going to get myself over the lip into champ, which I've never done before. I can show it here. Like I'm about to calibrate. I'm 5 games into my calibration, and if I win all those games, I'm champ in twos. Like, and that'll be a big milestone for me. I've never hit that before. But the problem was that I got so used to doing stuff like what I'm doing on screen right now, which is like messing around in free play, and it's faster now because I've played in games, but I'll see if I have any like video recording me. I was like moving so slow trying to learn all these like flip resets and ceiling shots and stuff I didn't need to be able to do, and slowed my case of gameplay down too far. I was talking to someone else recently about this, and he agreed. He said the best way to learn this game, and I have to agree with him, you gotta be playing sometimes. Like, I'm a big fan of Thranovic as a content creator, in terms of like learning videos, and a lot of his 100 hour series, he talks about all these things he's doing. He says, and I do ones as well. And personally, like, I am a ones player, but I didn't want to be trying things in ones because I care too much about my rank. It's a personal problem I have. It's a problem everyone has. A lot of people have. Not everyone, I guess, but I care too much about my rank a lot of the time, so I didn't want to risk it. And my unranked games are in the top 1.6% of players. I'm 1700 in NA. Like, I play against grand champs. I play against people who are just better than me. Straight up, they won't let me learn because they're just fast. And so I thought the best way was definitely to just practice, grind 100 hours of practicing my air roll left, flying around and stuff, and it's helped. I've definitely gotten more comfortable with it. And I mean, I'm gonna have to cut this back and forth together to get a common thread going, I guess, because I mean, I'm mode ADHD right now. But yeah, just training, I got used to playing too slow. I wasn't used to getting challenged. I was practicing all these things. I was like, wow, I could do this. And I try to do it in a game, and some guy just does what I do to somebody who looks uncomfortable. Because I was moving slow and uncomfortably, even though I thought I wasn't. Was I just get in his face? You know, everyone would just get in their face. That's just what you do. And so I think it's important. A lot of people, they'll talk about free play and training. Like, I am essentially a free play main. 50% of my time in this game is in free play, and that's pretty good. But when I switched that to 100%, even for like, I mean, I no life this game. It was like a week and a half to get that 100 hours. And that doesn't even include the time that I was recording with Owen and playing on that gold account, because I don't consider that playing. And that also definitely slowed me down and got me used to like a lower level of play. But it definitely had to do with just the training. And so I think while training, if you're like me and you thought that, oh, I'm just gonna sit down and I'm gonna grind out all this training until I can do what the pros do, I can do, you know, whatever your goal is, you know, I can do what a plat does if you're gold, like whatever you're going for, just training isn't gonna help. You still gotta play the game. Like, I definitely misunderstood that. There's so many people pounding in your head like, you gotta train, you gotta train, you gotta train. But in this situation, I don't think just training is always right. Just because, like, you're not feeling used to being challenged. That's like what top level players say about freestylers, right? It's like, oh, like, but can he do that while, you know, somebody is in his face instantly, like in the top levels, in your Supersonic Legends, in your Grand Champ? And so I thought, like, oh, well, Diamonds won't be able to deal with me if I can do, you know, X, Y, or Z crazy thing, you know, if I can air dribble it, double touch across the field, which I've been practicing, you know, stuff like that. Like, I was practicing my double taps from the wall everywhere. And Jesus Christ, I can't even hit the ball. Yeah, like I was just practicing all these things And you don't always get to do that in game. Like, it's about adapting. It's not about what you can do. It's what you can do in the given situation you're in, which I was definitely forgetting. Like, I was practicing super formulaically. I'd do, like, go up to the wall, I'd do this, you know, I'd just go off the wall. You know, hopefully it would look better than that, you know, but then I just go again. Just keep practicing, keep doing this stuff. But I wasn't even practicing getting the ball to the wall in this situation. I mean, you see what I'm doing. I'm resetting the ball with Bacchus mod over and over again to be able to do these touches instead of doing, you know, what you want to do, which is just, you know, do some power hits. Like, practice your hitting, but, like, you gotta, like, there's so much more to this game than your just fancy mechanics that people don't realize or don't think about as much. And, like, I feel like in the long run, it's definitely going to help me, but in the short term, if you're looking for a solution, you just gotta keep playing and practicing. Like, adding gameplay back, I've definitely, like, I'm speeding up and feeling a bit more mechanically confident, but I feel like I could have not had that slump I had where I just loaded into ranked, or these unranked games, and was slow and kind of sloppy. And, like, missing balls, I was not missing before I did the training. Like, I was just missing dumb stuff because I wasn't used to it like that, precisely like that. And so, I mean, yeah, this is super rambly. I've never tried a video essay. I mean, this was completely off the cuff. We'll see how much of it is usable, what we got out of this, and whether or not I like the face cam. I think I have face cam hidden on recordings, actually, maybe. I don't remember at this point. We'll see whether or not my face is in the bottom left corner of this video. That'll be interesting, actually, because I want to leave this free play that I'm just casually doing, well, talking about this honestly, like, because I don't know, that's just what I'm doing while I'm recording this into the, I can detach the audio if I want, and I'll cut out this part for sure. But I think those are all my thoughts. Yeah, I mean, as important as training is, you've got to make sure you're still playing and you're still having fun. Like, I wasn't having the best time in the world just training out either. Like, it was fine. And I was, you know, I sat down, listened to audiobooks. You know, I'm gonna cut that. But yeah, I mean, I didn't have the worst time. But at the same time, like, I just sat down and I listened to my audiobook and it was fine. But I would rather have been playing a little bit, considering, like, the lack of gains I got back. Like, I improved, like, last night playing with a couple of guys who were just, like, champ level-ish players, other 1700 unranked players, and we just were passing the ball. And that's something, like, I haven't gotten to practice. Like, no offense to Diamond 2s, I don't want to pass you the ball. You're never ready for it. You know, I never feel like my teammates are ready for it, no matter what I do. Like, and that's on me too. Like, I can't tell when people are ready. I don't do a great job seeing boosts or, like, where people are going. I just kind of do my own thing, and I need to get better at awareness. But I was not helping my awareness even a little, just doing this all day. Yeah, sort of my video essay, maybe. We'll see. Maybe this whole thing gets completely scrapped. Maybe it doesn't. Definitely gonna have some cuts in it because I went on some ramblings that definitely don't need to see the light of day. But, you know, or, you know, just ramblings that didn't contribute to the video at all. I mean, not that they shouldn't see the light of day, but that, you know, didn't contribute to my point at all. So, yeah, we'll see what I got out of this recording session. I mean, this was just my off-the-cuff first draft, maybe. Maybe I'll have another draft of this. I just want to get my thoughts down because the 100 hours of training video isn't happening just because it literally made my gameplay worse for a couple of days. And it really upset me that I did that to myself, kind of. So, yeah. Those are sort of my thoughts about ranking up and remembering that even if, like, even though training is incredibly important, because like having the free space to try, you know, even like the stuff that I'm doing right now in this video is important, but it's also important to be punished and practice only going for what's makes sense and paying attention to your team and your opponents. And there's so much more to this game than what you can do, or what you can do even just, especially more than what you could do sometimes, you know? Like, no one cares that I've hit ceiling shots in free play, because I've only hit like one in ranked ever. And that, you know, that's where it matters. So I think that's about it. Thanks for watching or listening. If you haven't seen the channel yet, not that I think this video will get suggested to that many people on YouTube, check it out. I'm doing a Road to Grand Champ with my buddy, where he legit is pretty new to the game. We played in college together. When the game first came out on PlayStation, we're like bronzes or silvers or something, and just goofed off in his room. And he's decided that he wants to play Rocket League, is having fun with it. And I agreed to coach him, and he wants to do a Road to Grand Champ series. So check that out. I'm trying to put out at least a weekly video in the Road to Grand Champ series, if not more often. We'll see how that goes, but yeah, thanks for watching. If you could subscribe, that would be great. I'm really trying to get 100 subscribers so I can get a custom URL instead of just a, you know, whatever the hell it is, bunch of numbers and letters. So yeah, if you could subscribe, that would really help me out. I'd appreciate it. And yeah, have a great day. Thanks a bunch for watching again. Peace.